Aloha, aloha, aloha. What up, what up, what up? Back in the game, back in the game, back in the game, man. Doing our thing, trying to ride, trying to see what's up, man. So, guys, we're back here trying to do our thing, man. I'm giving you that amazing up to date football news, transfer news, and so forth. So, what's going to happen on this show today, man? Let's talk about it. So, Neymar and Silva. This apparently PSG offered Man City Neymar in exchange for Bernardo Silva, and City said, "F off, screw you, get out of African office." We'll just talk about that. About let's just really talk of the permutations as to the possibility of that happening and whether it would have been a good deal if it did go through. Um, Jules, it's close. It's close. It's close to happening. It's close to happening. Rick, it's close to happening. But let's not tense face because we know that Barcelona like to steal things off people without actually paying any money up front. But our fingers are crossed because this could be Chelsea's next signing. So we are just being very careful right now. Inter Miami are god-awful trash. MLS is a complete and utter disgrace. Well, let's just go talk about Raphinha's debut, how Barca are looking, how bad the MLS is, and whether Raphinha could potentially shine for Barca or whether it's MLS tax or more so he's going to be more like a Malcolm 2.0, which we hope. And also, Man United, man, they've done well in their preseason. Sancho, Rashford, Martial have all scored. Is this the return of United? Is Ten Hag finally the guy to unlock United and so forth? Or is this merely just preseason sacks and they're going to go back to being trash once the real football begins, man? So again, I've got a amazing crew here ready to say what's up. It's your main man, Half Up, your boy Don't Smoke, your boy Ricardo, and your boy Eric B, man. How's everyone doing, man? How's everyone popping off? How's everyone doing, man?
Good, man.
Bro,
Just took a nap.
A nap?
I'm happy Barca is about to take another signing from Chelsea.
No, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that because Ricardo, you guys need to be very careful because I think I'm done with theft. I am done with enough of this theft. So guys, let's first hit this one first, man. What are we doing here? There we go. Let's hit this one first. Now, for me, as we've already said before, I already believe and feel that Neymar is going to stay at PSG. He ain't leaving PSG or so forth. But this was interesting because rather than talking about how this was not going to happen, would this be a good deal? So it's sort of in the case of, okay, if Neymar was offered to Man City, would it be a good deal to take Neymar and to let Bernardo Silva go the other way? Now, here's people on face value, you're like, bro, that's great. Take it. That's an amazing deal. But the issue with that is, as good as Neymar is and as talented as he is, and we know how good he is, we know how Pep Guardiola rolls, and it's all about the system and it's all about the collective. And Bernardo Silva is one of his most important, and I believe the best player that Man City have. I think he's still his best player. So the thing though is, if he was to now go to City and they lose Bernardo Silva, as good as Neymar is, does a Neymar in 2022, not Neymar of 2015, does a Neymar in 2022 work for what Pep wants to do? I'm not sure he does. So all because Neymar is an amazing player doesn't mean that he would be a right fit for Pep and Man City. But we have to speak, but we cannot deny what Neymar is. And we cannot ignore the possibility of, what if Neymar really does well and flourishes under the tutelage and guidance of Pep? Yes, Neymar had Tuchel, but people would say Pep is a better manager than Tuchel. Pep is a better manager than Pochettino, for sure. So Pep is a better manager than Emery. So if he's under that guidance, could he really flourish? But I still feel that as tempting as that offer is, it would be bad for City. Now, for Chelsea, I would still take Neymar. Bro, I'm willing to swap anybody for Neymar, 100%. I don't know whether Eric agrees, but I'm willing to swap anybody for Neymar, apart from maybe Reece James. Don, would you entertain this swap if I add into the facts of the possibility of maybe Neymar under Pep could truly give us the Neymar that we truly want and we truly deserve that we haven't had for the last few years?
You know, shout out to the streets first. Right,
Shout out to the
fuck
streets
them.
and the members. Shout out to the streets and the members. Peace out,
Right.
guys.
As much as I like Neymar, right, but I wouldn't trade him at the cost of Bernardo because most people don't see that. But Bernardo covered the most distance for us last season, midfield wise, right? He's part of the engine of that midfield, right? And without him, I don't think we get as much control as we get. So Neymar for Bernardo, bro, it's not even a hard thing. It's not difficult. Uh, It's not difficult for me. Like I think there's only a few players I would even sit down and think. From PSG, I think for Neymar, it's probably the least likely is a fit Verratti who is never fit. Then I could even sit down and try to entertain it, but no, not Neymar. No, no thanks.
So you say no Neymar because you just don't think that Pep can get the best out of him. Because
No,
my
no,
thing is
forget
that
even. It's got nothing to do with what he brings to us. It's what we're gonna lose for the cost of Neymar. Bernardo, bro.
no. Okay, but you do agree. Like, let's just say you do agree that at their best, Neymar is a better player than Bernardo. At their
Yes,
best, come on.
further up the pitch, but Neymar won't help us in the middle of the pitch. He won't give us what Bernardo gives us. So it's like let me ask you a question.
But
Would you
what
give up your
Neymar
arm for your
gives you,
leg?
no, but what Neymar gives you in that last third, nobody in City can do that. What Neymar can
HH,
do in that attacking third, nobody at City can. Very few players in the world can do that.
would you give up your arm for your leg?
Is it a robotic leg? No.
No, it's not.
It depends. What kind of leg?
It may work. It may work. It may
Okay,
work.
well,
We don't
maybe
know.
not. But come on. We can't use human anatomy, man. Come on.
Like, the thing is, because it's more of potential of what Pep could bring out of him. You understand? So it's a maybe. Whereby with Bernardo, we already know what he gives us. There's no maybes there. You understand? It's not like a player who waiting to actualize his potential. We know what he gives us. Whereby with Neymar, bro, it's like it could be one of those whereby it's a failed transfer. Like he's missing half of the time because he has his sister things to attend to.
Oh wow, Ricardo, bad swap. Even if you take into the fact of what Neymar can do and his potential,
Uh,
and maybe Pep is the guy to get the best out of him.
I mean, if this were to happen, because it obviously isn't happening, I would say, yeah, I would say PSG probably benefit more from this, just because their midfield is the area that they are lacking. I don't necessarily think this would be an ideal move for Manchester City, not because I don't think Neymar would improve the team. I think it will unbalance the team. It'll make them very top heavy, and not even to mention that if he was to play, I mean, looks like Grealish was a waste of a signing, to be honest.
Yeah,
And then
trash.
you would have to share the
Right.
responsibility between Neymar and De Bruyne in terms of creativity, because Neymar does require the ball a lot. He likes to be on the ball, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because Neymar on the ball is by far one of the best players in the world. But I will disagree in the sense the defensive duties, because I think one of the most underrated thing about Neymar's game is his defensive contributions. I think people tend to overlook how much he helps in defense. I mean, when you compare it against what Messi and Mbappe does, there's not really a surprise why people put Neymar along with him and think that his front three doesn't do anything. But reality is Neymar actually does defend quite a lot. Perhaps Bernardo is a more effective pressing, because that's the thing. That just because you run around like crazy doesn't necessarily mean you're good at pressing. Pressing is a very strategic thing to do,
Mm.
whether you press by yourself or you press as a team. Um, but yeah, I would agree that Bernardo Silva is better in terms of pressing as a team. But yeah, no, this will be it'll be a weird trade, but I think PSG would be the team most benefit. But thank God it's not happening, because I kind of want to see M and M together, anyways.
So wait, before I go to Eric, so you still believe in Eminem?
Not that I believe in them. I just rather see it because it could be interesting if it works.
Ah, that's a massive if. Eric, man, I know you're a Neymar hater. Okay, so wait, Eric, so you're saying that? So would you want to? So wait, you would want Neymar at Chelsea? Yes.
No, not this version. Not this version. Neymar is not what he like. Come on, let's not pretend like he's the same player. So No, not this current iteration of Neymar. I would have loved the 2015 version, maybe even the 2017. This is it's been a while since Neymar has been, one of the best players in the world. That's the truth. So I don't even know why Pep would want this guy. I just have to be honest. Pep already said it. I told you. He said in the Amazon documentary that Bernardo Silva isn't going anywhere. So let's just keep watching. Let's see what happens. But why would you swap Bernardo Silva for Neymar? This is not the Neymar of before. We know how good he is. We know his talents, but he's old now. He's 30. How old is he? 31? 30?
Yes, I think he's around 30 now. No,
Yeah,
look, I mean, I just think it's crazy that we're living in a world where the Neymar that we saw, that we call introduced to at Santos and everything, is to the point where people are now, from a guy who we thought was going to be the best player of his generation, it's now to a case of where, oh no, like I wouldn't have him. Like that's just sad. That's just sad because for me, look, I was just trying to come at it from a different angle of like, okay, let me make an argument. But if we're going to be real and so forth, remember, it's all about systems and what works. Neymar doesn't, for what Pep is building and what he wants to do, Bernardo Silva is far more important and works more for what Pep wants to do than a Neymar being brought in. Neymar is better. He is better. Like, let's be, he's a real better player. But because he's a better player doesn't mean that he's a better fit for what Pep wants to do. And Silva is one of the key guys for what Pep wants to do. Hence why he's never leaving.
And a huge part. I know people don't like to focus on it too much, especially with teams like Man City. But the wages are a big deal. That's a huge thing to consider. Believe it or not, City actually consider the wages they pay the players. So it's not like a Holland, because I could have easily said Holland doesn't really fit what Pep wants to do, but they decided to make that huge investment. But Holland can still be sold on. Holland is in his early 20s. How old is he? 22 or 21? So it's a very low risk thing with Holland, in my opinion. But someone like Neymar, paying him all those wages, it's a big risk.
Yeah, look, I mean, I've always said like Neymar he's going to stay at PSG, and it's for me. See, that's why I don't know. Do you believe that PSG actually want to keep Neymar, or do you believe that they actually want to sell him on? Because it's hard to really tell what this guy's doing. Because I read something that he wants to do 3-4-1-2, and he wants to play. I think he says no. Yeah. He wants to play Messi in behind Neymar and Mbappe. So Messi is the number 10, and Neymar and Mbappe are both up front.
They did that today, actually, and they said that a lot of PSG fans were saying that it actually was very good. So
No, look, you see, and for me, my thing about it is that Pochettino is a clown. He doesn't know what the hell he is doing. The most obvious thing to do is Messi, and it's an older Messi who plays much more as a playmaker. He's going to be the points man. Neymar has just got to now go back to what he was at Barca, where you have a specific attacking role along with Mbappe. So that whole thing works away. No, Messi, you are the creator. You hold the ball, you keep hold the ball, and you run point. And Neymar and Mbappe, you now make those runs and try to now execute. So if Neymar goes back to what he was doing back at Barca, you're much more of a left-sided attacker. That's what will work. The issue with what that clown Pochettino was doing was, inshallah, just vibes. Like Neymar, do your thing, Messi, do your thing, you'll figure it out. So Messi and Neymar were like running into each other. You can't have two number 10s, because I was watching a bit of them like interplay. Like if those guys click, I don't know how you stop them. That's my thing. Like if Galti can figure out Eminem, that should be like MSN. But I still feel that they need a striker, But like as I said again, like Neymar, I'll say the real again. If he doesn't win the World Cup, man, his career is a failure. Like his career, because for me, like, okay, yes, you've won all the CLs, but that CL that you won, MSN tax. MSN tax. No one says that you like that's a Dino CL. Dino led Barca to that CL. For Neymar, yeah, you did your thing, but it was right in the quarters of Messi and the Cannibal. Just your boy Abdullah, thank you for the dub. Neymar is the most overrated player of all time. No, that's David Beckham. No, he's not. David Beckham is the most overrated player of all time. Neymar is nothing without his brothers Luis Leo. You see,
Classic hater, man.
Can we call Neymar overrated?
Yeah.
No,
On a technical, like talking about the quality of player, you cannot call him overrated.
no.
Perhaps if you're talking about greatness, if he doesn't win the World Cup, of course,
Hmm.
you could probably say it's overrated because he's technically, a lot of people still hold him on a high regard, but he really has not much to show for it other than the trouble. But on a technical level, you think Neymar is overrated, then well, football isn't for you.
Yeah, no, that's what. Neymar is the most overrated Brazilian player ever. No, the most overrated was Adriano.
No, you're crazy. No.
Adriano, like you see, I don't know
That's
how
bad.
old some of you think are, but I remember when I first saw Adriano, because I
Yeah.
remember the Pro Evo with Adriano, where
Yeah,
you could
insane.
shoot from anywhere, the keeper would always parry it. I think his shot power was like 99. So he
Yeah.
had crazy shot power. And I watched Adriano. That guy, first of all, that guy did not play like a Brazilian at all. And that guy was
I
basically
remember Inter.
yeah, it was Inter.
At Inter.
He was Shutini before Shutini came onto the stage. That for me, that dude easily the most overrated Brazilian.
No,
Look, the thing
no
with
way.
Neymar is that
Robinho was by far the most.
What about Robinho though? I feel as if
Robinho was
I wouldn't say overrated. I would say he never
There we
fulfilled
go.
his potential.
There we go.
I
Like
wouldn't say overrated.
there's this one thing overrated. There's one thing where he didn't fulfill what was promised. But Robinho was very good. That guy was damn good.
That guy was overrated.
No, he was.
Bro, no, wait. When you look at some of the things that Robinho did, man.
harder. Nobody failed as hard as Robinho. Let's be honest.
He failed hard. Not that he was overrated. Because being overrated means that you're not as good as people think you are.
No, I mean, no, basically, the
That's
issue
crazy.
is if you're coming into the game and people are saying you're the next Pele, that is massive pressure. And that's what they did of Robinho, that, oh my God, this guy's going to be the next Pele. So once you have that on your shoulders,
Adriano was a left-footed Ronaldo, man. Let's be honest.
Don't say that. Man.
Ricardo,
Please.
no,
That's disrespectful, man.
QC, what is Neymar? Does Neymar know? Seems lost, sad. Guys, we said this again. 10 times out of 10, back in 2017, out of supporting Neymar going to PSG, what I didn't cater for was how much of a holiday camp PSG was. So, in hindsight, it was a bad move because you're going to a league that isn't competitive. So, therefore, when you're not going into the UCL, you're not battle tested. So, I didn't really cater for how much of a joke how much of a joke Uber Eats was going to be. The issue with Neymar is this: there is too much riding on that World Cup, and that is my fear. Because my fear is if let's say PSG don't win the UCL or so forth, and Brazil don't win that World Cup, I think Neymar is finished. I think he will have lost all interest in football, and he will now build like his Twitch career. Because remember, guys, Brazilians have a very short lifespan. They have their fire burns very bright, but for a very short time.
Yeah.
And afterwards, it's partying, eat food, and you're out of there.
These next 2-3 years is pivotal for PSG because I honestly don't, without Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Marquinhos, Verratti, I don't see these guys ever winning a Champions League if they don't do it the next 3 years.
No, look, they're going all in,
Yeah.
and it's funny, like. So let me ask you guys. No, let me ask Ricardo and Eric this, not to Don, because you'll be biased. Who wins a Champions League first, Man City or PSG?
Consistent.
If I'm being
That's what I
honest,
said, but I asked this question yesterday to
No.
people said PSG.
No, sorry, I made a mistake. The correct answer is neither of them win it. Ever.
That's Eric. That's bitter Eric.
if I was to pick one, I would pick PSG just because they've been there, they've lost to a reasonable opponent. I always say this about City. Like, and I'm not being like disrespectful. It's like you guys had it there against a team you should have won and you didn't win. But I also think the problem with City is like when I look at their losses they've been more about mental issues than actual ability to play because they should have won the Champions League by now. PSG they had the Camp Nou thing, but they've had more respectable.
They've got many L's, man. They have too many L's.
They have more respectable. But when I'm looking at the team, like I don't know what Galtier can do with this side yet. I know he's a good manager. However, when I'm looking at the talent they have, they need somebody to put the talent together. And if Galtier is that man, PSG, like, bro, we have to stop acting like these guys don't have the personnel. They have the personnel.
No, come on. Like,
But
that has never been the issue. No, but the issue has always been you have to. The reason why I say Man City is Yes, they've had some L's and they've had some meltdowns, but the way the team is structured, there's so much more of a team, and there is better discipline around that I have much more faith in them. Let's be real. Let us be real. When PSG made it to that final, who did they play? Dortmund, Leipzig, Atalanta. Now, granted, I watched that final again. They had crazy chances against Bayern.
Yeah.
Crazy chances against Bayern. Better chances. But at the end of the day, they had a pretty easy run into that final. So my thing with PSG is I'm not sure that Galtier is the man to manage all these egos. Because my question is, if Mbappe isn't playing well, can you sub him off? Can you really? If Messi has like a stinker, can you sub him off? Are you sure?
But you can say the same thing about Man City. Like they've had several easy matchups, and some of them they've messed it up. So I mean, it goes both ways.
It does.
But Ricardo, that's unfair. Let me put context to it, right? Like for example, last season, right, when we lost to Madrid second leg, bro, we didn't have a defense. Walker was injured. Diaz was injured. But that's what I'm saying. The thing is, with us over the years, you can see the progress, right? Yes, we've done some stinkers. I'm not gonna be and act like we have, but over the years, I'm saying the last 2 years, especially the last 2 years, dude, against Chelsea, it's easy in hindsight. It's easy to say, but we actually lost against them twice. They beat
Three
us in the
times.
semi.
3 times.
Yes,
No. Yeah, leading to that, they beat us in the semis to go to the final, and then they beat us. It's always hard playing a league opponent.
But
because
I'm
you-
saying, what's the expectation for City? Because it's like if you're so damn good in the league, so consistently well, and you're actually starting to be a lot more consistent in the Champions League. There's no way you can make an argument if you were a betting man one game off at the highest level that Chelsea with the squad they had should have been the favorites against Man
Bro,
City.
No, but you
that was
said it
Pep,
based on
Pep text. We blame Pep for.
Well, that's
No,
your manager though. That's your manager.
I don't
Like,
think
no,
we've made peace with
no,
that.
but Ricardo, you can't. Sorry, Don. Look, you can't overlook the fact that this competition requires grit. You mentioned it yourself. You said, they fall at the hurdle. Some way somehow they don't get over the line because of some kind of mental block or something. The teams that get over the line have pedigree. Just to say whatever you want about that team,
Yeah.
we have pedigree based on our history in the competition. We should have won, right? And there's this crazy stat that no team has ever won the first time in the final. So I mean, that's a real statistic. Yeah, it's real. So you have to take those things into consideration. The club and the the pedigree, the prestige.
Whoa, hold up. Inter Milan.
No, they didn't.
No.
Are you sure?
It wasn't the first time.
Champions League or the European title. I mean, that's two different
Yeah,
things.
It wasn't.
no
it wasn't the
team,
first.
no team,
Okay.
like
Not-
PSG or City
no
are
team
going to
has
be the
ever-
first.
Streets, fact check. Streets, I need a fact check on that.
Check
Streets,
it, check
I
it.
need a fact check.
No team has ever won its first try. So there's a reason for me. There's a reason for that. That's not just random. You have to have some kind of experience, either as a club or the team. You have to have something there. And City have, City have tried. I mean, they tried, but last season I can't. That was for me. They did what they could, and Madrid were just, they were ominous.
So did he say City first or PSG first? If you had to pick one.
Yes, I'm gonna say City because of the club. I think the way the club is run will give them the best chance because the more times you get to these finals and semi-finals, the higher your chance of actually winning. So I think because of the way the club is run, they'll have a greater chance to actually get to the latter stages.
But
HH, the reality is this, right? We have to be honest in the sense that City have no real history in the Champions League. It's only recently now we make it into
neither do PSG. Neither do PSG.
Yeah, but I'm saying the players they've had. Remember, PSG has been a retirement club for a long time. They've had some of the best players who go into retirement. Who have even won it. But if you look on the other hand, do we have any real players with experience in the Champions League? It's only the manager. So it's a culture that you have to build and harness over time. But if you look recently, we're actually getting to the later stages of the tournament, and that's progress of whereby we can make it to the latter stages. And most big clubs that win it, they're always there in the semis and in the finals. So hence I'm confident that should we get there again.
No, but you know what the funny thing? Every time, let's say the season starts and people say, okay, so who are your UCL favorites? you know, I will always put Man City down. Like I'll always put Man City down before PSG because I still feel that PSG's meltdown and losses are far greater and can affect you more psychologically than City's own. As bad as City's are, bro, miracle
Yeah.
at Camp Nou, that goes in the history. Man United at home, that trash team, that goes in the history. So, and bro, come on, Benzema's had it. In the words of Ricardo, Benzema's had it when PSG had it in control. So the PSG's losses have been far more like special and unique than City's. Hence why I just feel like I feel City can recover better from theirs than PSG's.
Yeah.
No,
That's
City's,
what I feel.
City's eliminations haven't been pretty too. I mean, I will say this about City that they have lost games they should have never lost. Whereas, I mean, like, bro, just last year, come on, the Rodrigo thing, like, you should have gone through.
But it is
No,
Real
but
Madrid.
Ricardo,
It is Real
Ricardo,
Madrid.
But
there's
doesn't
no
matter.
worker. No, I'm saying, no, listen.
No,
They
but
don't
that's more.
defend.
We're with the second string
Fernandinho was
defense,
playing as a right back, dude. Like,
with the second string defense, there's no reason why a 5 foot, like what, 8 guy should be like scoring
that
those
guy
two
scored
goals.
against Chelsea, and Chelsea, I would say, have a
No,
much more
but
solid defense than
you
us.
can't let him leap like the Lion King
Like, come on,
and see
man.
what's up, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
against
man.
Zinchenko, bro, that happens. I'm not even surprised, bro. That guy
Okay.
let Havertz too as well.
So let's just hit the next one right now. So Eric, my guy Eric. Eric, how do we make this clown frown? How do we make this clown frown? All right, because I want to wipe that smile off his face. Eric, yes, maybe, or should I shut my filthy stinking mouth?
Okay, so I remember hearing some haters saying that I was giving out some fake news about Kounde. You know, I was saying, yeah, it was on until it wasn't, and people thought I was just making things up. You know, and now it's on again. So let's keep watching. You know, we've tried to go for him again. I think we wanted to get someone else. I think his name is Ake. It didn't quite work out.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep watching. Let's see what happens. Like I said before, we had personal terms agreed with this guy for like a year and a half, so that's not a problem. We just need to get that. Funny enough, like Barca are scared because they think that we will, you know, they know Kounde would probably go to Chelsea, so they want to try and prepare a bit. I don't think they've put a bid in yet, so we just need to be very quick here, and as long as we can, you know, satisfy what Sevilla wants, we can just get the deal done.
Okay, but Eric, okay, now let's talk real. No BS. Let's now get us right real talk. Take Tuchel out of it. I want to talk just you specifically. Forget about what Tuchel wants. Do you honestly rate Kounde? Is Kounde the kind of defender, profile of defender that he will fit? Because we all know that Koulibaly, Eric, that was a dub. We won big with Koulibaly. I am super happy with Koulibaly. Also, Eric, Koulibaly, Sterling, Eric, man, make Chelsea black again. Make Chelsea black again. Is Kounde? Was it worth all this effort? Because see, Eric, here's my thing though. Skriniar. PSG are dilly-dallying and so forth. Why do we? That guy's a damn good defender. 100% Skriniar over Kounde. If you can roll up with Silva, Skriniar, and Koulibaly, Eric, that defense, thou shalt not pass. Thou shalt not pass. So talk to me. Is it worth all this effort for Kounde, or should we just say, give this guy to Barca? Let's go get Skriniar off PSG.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw him as someone I wanted, to be honest. I'm not really against it, but when I consider the fact that we wanted him and then we didn't want him anymore, and then now we want him again, you know, it's a bit. It doesn't sound good. You know, it doesn't sound great. The whole Skriniar thing, like Skriniar for me is the obvious Rudiger replacement.
Yes.
I can't think of anybody else who can do that. Maybe you can
Guy's
say
a damn good defender.
yeah. Maybe you can say you know, Koulibaly goes on the left to replace him, but for me, ideally, you want both, man. You want Koulibaly on the right, and you want Skriniar on the left. You know, or maybe Koulibaly down the middle. I don't know, but Skriniar, if we can, 100%, we need to be going for him. I don't know if Tuchel wants him, but I would be going for screen 100%. Kounde is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player.
And also, Eric, talk to your guy, man. Eric, talk to your guy, Tuchel. Tell him that we don't want Kompembe anywhere near that bridge. We don't want Kompembe anywhere near that bridge. Because Eric, I told you, I went to the bridge today, right now, looking at everything. I don't want to see a Kompembe stand anywhere near that bridge. Eric, talk to him, because I know that you have his number. Talk, because he doesn't want to pick up the phone for me anymore. Talk to him, please, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a good thing, right? For people who don't like the academy players. I think, he comes in and then Koval gets sold. But let's see. I don't want Kounde. Absolutely don't. I remember certain, there's a bold guy who rated he rated Kimpembe a lot actually
Ricardo,
before
thoughts
recently.
on
Yeah, so
Ricardo, so thoughts on this whole thing with Jules Kounde. Ricardo, take him. Okay, let's stop being diplomatic and Ricardo, take him. We want to go to screen. Take him. You damn thieves.
One thing's for sure is that you're not getting Milan Skriniar. He's gonna go to PSG. It's just a matter of how much penny pinching PSG want to do. He'll eventually go there. He's not because one thing, competing with PSG is like a suicide because these guys will always win. No, it's just a matter of fact.
No. Yeah. Let's try and compete with a freaking state.
Looks like Milan Skriniar is most likely going to go to PSG because I think Inter is about to sign a new center back as well. I don't know. So I forgot his name. I saw it today. So I mean, signs are there. Now with Kounde, man, look, the guy is good in my opinion. I can't judge him on a European level, but I can judge him on a domestic level, and I can see why Barcelona want him. Because if you're talking about top 3 center backs under the age of 23, I believe it would be Kounde, Araujo, and Militao. So it wouldn't surprise me why Barcelona are going after Kounde. But like he's good. Don't get me wrong. If you guys get Kounde, it would be a little. I feel like Kounde is like a safe option for La Liga because Barcelona have always been kind of domestic merchants. So they've always liked making sure they are good in Spain before they can really step it up and take on Europe. And the chat's saying Bremer. It's actually not Bremer. It's actually somebody else. It's not him. But yeah, with Kounde, it's like my thing with Kounde is that even with Chelsea, right, with Barcelona, they're not going to compete with Chelsea in terms of personal terms because some reports are saying that Chelsea's offering him like 12 million net per year, where Barcelona he's only get 6 to 7. So it depends on what he really wants. And if we're being honest, like I know it's going to hurt your feelings and Eric Romano's feelings, but which project is actually better? Maybe Don Smoke could actually be the mediator here.
No,
like,
he can't speak. He's bad.
No,
he's
he
bad.
definitely.
No, Ricardo, after the UCL final, he don't ask.
No, but it does. Okay, fine. Well, let's not ask him. We'll let the streets decide. Whose future? Whose future is more intriguing, Chelsea's or Barcelona? When you look at the players that they have, like Chelsea, don't get me wrong, they have some.
No, don't say players. Okay, I'm gonna word it in my way. I'll say which project is better, keeping in mind the manager and what they've
Tuchel might not be there very long. Let me tell you that.
Okay, so let me ask this straight. So wait. Which project?
Bro, the street has already answered.
Oh, the street. Yeah, which project for Kounde is better?
You think about it. Barcelona have Araujo,
manager in mind.
Remember,
Javi is.
No, you're right. I don't have to tell him.
The street knows, bro. No, even the Chelsea fans in the street, they know. Bro.
So I mean, it depends because
no, guys, hold. Okay, streets, you dumbass sad clowns. Javi, how experienced is he? Eric, did Tuchel win the UCL like a few years ago? Eric, did he?
COVID.
Eric, what experience does Javi have? Oh yeah, he lost to Frankfurt in the Europa League. Yeah,
Frankfurt's
project is next to Arsenal.
Yeah, look, the streets are a bunch of haters, man. Let's be real.
No, there's not, bro. Okay, first of all, you have a 38.
Wow, oh guys, streets, you guys are clowns, man. You guys are clowns, man. That's sad. No, hold on. Wait, can you guys read? Did you guys go to school, you dumb, stupid idiots? I said, which project for Kounde is better? Keeping the manager, you stupid idiots,
you can
in
put
mind.
The manager, you can
idiots.
add the fans, you can add the president, you can add their wives, the stuff. It doesn't matter. Even the cleaning ladies, it doesn't matter.
Thick, man.
But my point, like, it depends what Kounde wants. He'll get paid less coming to Barcelona, but you also get a better project that if he turns out to be a good player, then he's gonna clearly be a part of. With with Chelsea, okay, you can secure the bag. London's not a bad city. I don't blame him if he goes there, but there's stiffer competition in the Premier League. I honestly don't see Chelsea closing the gap with or without Kounde and any other signing with City or Liverpool. Hell, even maybe Spurs might do better than them. So, I mean, not even know what Hagen does, whatever the fuck his name is.
Nine Hag.
Nine Hag. I don't know what he does with Ronaldo.
Basically, he has two names, Nine Hag or Hagen does. So
yeah, so I mean, we don't know. Like, what if he? There's nothing guaranteed for Chelsea. At least with Barcelona, like, you know, I mean, pretty much guaranteed top two. You're competing for titles in Spain, and you're gonna have a club that I know a lot of people clown, but they're always gonna have pull. Are Chelsea always gonna have pull? I think we've seen this transfer when they're competing for players while Barcelona are winning players. So
did Chelsea even really want Raphina? Really? Like, because I read some reports that Chelsea was really that desperate for Raphina.
So, I mean, you wanted the ski, you wanted the ooze.
Yeah.
Okay, so your
I'm
point
doing that for content, for entertainment.
Chelsea is playing in a more difficult league. What's your point, Ricardo?
The point is that okay, you play in a more difficult league, but what do you win? Like, if you're not winning anything,
it's called it's no, Ricardo. It's called pull up. It's called pull up or show up.
No, let me ask you a question.
Easy, no, Ricardo. Kounde, Kounde, if you're that dude, come and prove yourself in the EPL. But it's easy. What? Hetafe, freaking volcano.
You play Norwich.
Pull up to the EPL. Pull up to the EPL.
Promoted just to get relegated.
Pull up to the EPL and see we can say what's up.
But would
Eric,
you rather?
thank you.
No, wait. Can I ask you a question?
Eric,
would you rather play? Forget the money. Okay, I won't even use this. Would you rather play for Aston Villa or play? In terms of better league, right? Since we're talking about better league, would you rather play in a better league or actually win something? Would you ever play for Bayern Munich or Aston Villa?
Depends.
No, you got to pick one. Don't say depends.
No. It depends. Context. Don't. Talk on this, man.
Is it not a coincidence that my man Eric disappeared all along, and he only appeared when there's rumors that Kounde might come to Chelsea? Right. That's the opening statement, right? So then now, the reality is this: HH. Until Fabrizio says, "Here we go," it's up to Barca whether Kounde goes to Chelsea, and that's the reality, right? Because we've seen it. We saw it with Leeds, whereby the clubs agreed a fee. So Chelsea could agree a fee with Sevilla. Then my man Kounde was like, no, like, let's wait for those guys there to activate whatever mysterious.
Yeah, there's like weird levers, like when a freaking Zelda dungeon or something, man.
Exactly, like activate whatever mysterious. Yeah, so you get whatever mysterious levers this guy. So, and that's the reality. It's up to Barca whether you get Kounde or not. If Barca says, you know what, we're gonna sell whatever, we're gonna sell who, I don't know if there's I don't know what more rights they can sell because they've sold almost every right that they could. But Laporta being Laporta, he can find some new rights to sell. It's like, no, we're gonna sell maybe our children's future rights.
Like our children's laws and everything.
Yeah, like it's so, and that's the truth. Kounde will go to Barca for a lesser wage package. It's not about money here. It's about the reality is this: players. It's about the story. I was part of the resurgence of the great Barcelona. When they fell, I was there when we brought it back to where it belongs. And that's the story that's being sold to most of these guys. Like, you're gonna be part of folklore. Like, you're gonna be the guy after Messi stepped out and PK, whatnot. You all came and you brought Barca back to its glory days. And so it's up to Barca. And watch, Fabrizio won't put here we go until Barca pull out completely. As long as Barca is still there in the background, bro, Eric might have to go and disappear again.
All right, let's see what these kids are saying, man. Alps. Real Madrid are always favorites. Respect 14 UCL guys, for real. No. Like, for me, Nobody believed Real Madrid would win this year, and nobody had them near as favorites. So what they did was shocking. As good as what they've done, and as many users as they've done, I'm not putting them as favorites this year. No, like they were amazing, but I think that was the last. That was the last UCL for that group. That was the last UCL for that group. So, Alps again. For a club with no UCL pedigree, Man City have come a long way. Credit to Pep, they're consistent semi-finalists. They're going to win the UCL sooner or later. No, look, see, I see. This is weird. Yes, I give Pep credits for them doing so well consistently with a team with no pedigree. But at the end of the day, how much should we put into this whole pedigree thing? And like that Chelsea team that they beat, the only player in that team who could have won a European trophy, I believe, was Aspilicueta.
Kante didn't you win Europa?
Sorry, okay, sorry, Kante, and maybe it was
Almost the whole team had won Europa.
Bro, Chilwell didn't
Alonso.
win. Mendy didn't win. Mount didn't win.
No, but Mendy, that was a fluke season though. Like we've seen it. Like this guy had one of those fluke seasons.
But I'm saying like I can't put this so much thing of like, oh my gosh, no pedigree stuff we can't do. We looked at the transfer that Pep spent. You spend a lot every single summer. So with the amounts of money you spend, don't give me that pedigree crap. I need
we get overcharged. There's a difference. Like when team knows you have money, you're gonna pay more for players who actually are less in value.
I'm still gonna use that against them, 100%. Wingarella, shout out to all the plumbers. What I saw today, I can't. Wait, what plumbers? Wait, Wing. What the hell are you referring to, bro? Miguel Rabines, man. I think we have a good chance of getting Kounde. But if we don't, this is on Tuchel for directing Bolly to waste time on on Delict and Ake. Also, Sevilla sources strongly state that Kounde is going to Chelsea. I don't want to look like a fool. Look, Kounde is definitely leaving Sevilla. That's for sure. But Miguel, let me not come and look like a fool and say, oh, he's definitely going to go to Chelsea. What's my new thing right now is until he's holding a Chelsea jersey, and in a Chelsea jersey like Koulibaly was and Sterling was, my mouth is paid because we see that crazy things can happen in the 11th hour. But my thing though is, if it is Kounde, Tuchel.
Barcelona's second lever activates tomorrow. So if you guys don't secure the signing, then it's
look,
you guys are finished.
Look, Chelsea are on that tit. We are on that tit. Trust in Tuchel. That's what we're on, man. Trust in Tuchel, man. Casey, to be honest, Thomas Tuchel is better. Plus, Chelsea are better for defense.
Back 7 times.
Ricardo, this is your fellow Barca fan, man. It's a fellow Barca fan.
So after the defense, what is there to look for?
Trophies.
More defending.
more defending.
Casey.
Trophies.
Chelsea defensive terrorist team. Centre backs like it. Casey, why did you lose to Frankfurt? Remember that. Explain to me why you lost to Frankfurt, and then we can then move from there. Eric, Kimpembe, yay or nay?
Do you mean if he's going to get signed or
no? Would you do you agree with that thing for Kimpembe? Do you agree with that signing?
I think I'm going to be worried if Chelsea sign Kimpembe. I know what your boy Terry, says Chelsea fans don't need to be worried. We're being too harsh towards him. We should rate him more because he's a top player. No. I don't see it. Sorry, I don't see it. No. I don't want Kimpembe. He's not good enough. No. He's gonna make mistakes.
No. He was once good. But I think ever since that handball in Manchester,
no, he's never been good, man. No,
there was a point in which he was a decent, good.
He's Chelsea level, man. He's Chelsea level.
But as of right now, no.
I don't know what does Chelsea level mean, Ricardo? Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, it means Kimpembe level.
Look, Eric, ignore this.
Look, I can't even. There's no point responding, to be honest.
Casey, all African descendants centre-back partnership called Cake. Here's the thing. Casey, maybe you can't understand English or something. Kimpembe is not coming to Chelsea. I don't know how to say. What's it called? Donde eres hablas. Heinz Feinstreit's Fuben Schuben. Okay, like what other language do you want me to say? Come on, man, he's not coming. What's it called? Konishiwa. There you go. Casey, no joke. Bottom half of Premier League are worse than Uber Eats. Casey, no, relax. Casey,
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
no.
Bro, you literally have teams in the Premier League get promoted just to get relegated. Like, how is that? They're not even competing.
Ricardo,
Again,
Wingarella.
money.
All this from Lever FC to finish second and no Ricardo, listen. All this from Lever FC to finish second and no trophies. So no, hold on, Ricardo. So
I mean, it's better than finishing. It's better than finishing
Ricardo,
like outside the top
I
four.
know, I get it. I know. But Ricardo, how does it feel to be happy this summer? And once you realize that you have a bomb desert tax clown as manager, you're going to end up with 0 trophies because this guy isn't a good manager and he's going to get shown up.
Can I ask you a question?
You can have all the players in the world, but when he gets shown up and that dude becomes Malcolm 2.0 rather than the new Brazilian Neymar, who's going to come
Can I ask you a question? What are you guys winning? What are you guys winning this season? What are your expectations for Chelsea?
When
No,
hold on,
no,
no, Eric, relax. I'll come to you.
London Cup.
Ricardo, when the transfer window ends, ask me that question again. Eric, answer that.
So in other words, you're not winning.
Eric, answer this clown. Eric, answer this clown.
Yeah, look, Ricardo, I don't know if you're just assuming things. Maybe you know the future. Maybe you know something that you need to tell us.
No, I'm trying to see your confidence in your club. That's why I'm asking.
No, yeah, that's cool. But you just said something about finishing 5th. So maybe you think Spurs and Arsenal. Outside the top 4. So
who's had a better
a
transfer
real
window?
question, a serious question.
What?
Does Laporta first do a stream and collect dubs before a lever is activated, or they just activate the lever?
I think we had one today for Lewandowski's presentation.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a presentation.
Did you see that on Twitter, by the way? That was cringe. That was bad. The thing from Lewandowski.
Look, man.
They presented him in Laporta's house. Was it at Laporta's house where they done the presentation? The guys are trying to save money real bad, eh?
Hold up. BVB Dortmund Hop. CR7 coming to Dortmund after Halag's diagnosis. Guys, Cristiano Ronaldo is playing Europa League. I'm even coming to accept Cristiano Ronaldo is playing the Europa League.
Apparently,
It is
Piers
what it is.
Morgan has insider information about where he's going. So,
But when is
Really?
Europa League
that's what
allowed
he
to use
said.
his?
Was it?
When is the Europa League allowed to use his face as a cover?
No, they already can. And you see, for me, I think it's harsh, but based off Cristiano, because I could put it this way, I've tried, guys. I've tried really hard. Ricardo, I've tried.
No way. Somebody in the comments said, "Pray for Holler's balls."
Okay,
That's
let's
harsh,
no. Let's okay. Alps. Shout out to Alps. Shout out to your boy Alps. HH, you're always talking about football heritage, and now because it's City, you're asking questions how much heritage matters. Why the hypocrisy, HH? Because when you spend 3 billion every window, I don't want to hear anything about heritage. Simply money tax. No, I do believe in heritage, but when you have a state funding you and so forth, and you can spend billions upon billions of oil money, I don't want to hear any excuses.
Aren't Chelsea the
whatsoever.
highest spending Premier League side
Ricardo,
of all
what?
time?
Was that?
They are.
What?
Isn't Chelsea that?
What?
Well, but
I
no,
can't hear Ricardo. I
don't
can't
know
hear
where
what
you
you're
got
saying.
that's wrong, by the way.
I
don't know
know.
where you
Eric,
got that.
forget this joker.
It's true. It's true. They first.
It's not
long-
true. It's not true.
Bro,
That's it.
if you don't
It's not
spend
true.
for the next few transfer windows, we still can't catch up.
Look, tell me your sources, man. I don't know what
Let's-
you're talking about, man.
Okay, let's
The
talk about
internet.
Boychester, guys. Let's talk about
Eric
Boychester.
Romano, man.
Eric, let's talk
Trust
about
me, bro.
Boychester. Hold
Trust
up,
me,
let's talk about Boychester. So, guys, Man United fans are saying that Häagen-Dazs season is coming. They say Häagen-Dazs season is coming. So first of all, there was a parade in Manchester after they won the Bangkok Cup and so forth, and there were fireworks and everything, and guys were celebrating. And I believe everyone is saying that United, this is going to be a big, massive season for them. Now, I'm one of those guys that says I don't give a damn about preseason. It means nothing. But I want to have a conversation. Could Häagen-Dazs maybe be onto something if he has somehow gotten the best out of Rashford, Martial, and Sancho? Eric, honestly speaking, what are we looking at United doing next season in the Premier League? Do you
Okay.
believe it's top 4, or do you believe that that's a guy who All we know of him is bottling a UCL semi to Tottenham and being an Eredivisie merchant, where his only competition was freaking PSV. He may get shown up in the EPL when the real talk starts.
Okay, first of all, what is Häagen-Dazs? Secondly,
Ice cream,
I thought
ice
Martial.
luxury
Okay.
ice cream, luxury ice cream.
Yeah, luxury ice cream. But
Yeah.
Ben & Jerry's is better though. So
Okay, got it. What is Martial still doing at United? I thought he was leaving. And the third question is, I mean, you know what? There's no third question. This team called Man United, they need to.
Boychester for short.
Yeah,
Boychester.
Boychester. Yeah. What's their other name? 0 goal difference. Yeah. They need to.
Thanos.
They have a lot of problems, man. And Ronaldo's gonna play that Europa League as well. He's stuck. He's looking for a soccer to take him on.
But Eric, okay,
and
let me be
save him.
fair, because let's United fans not come to me and say that I'm not being fair and objective. What if he gets the best out of Martial? What if he brings back that old Martial, who we have not seen since Van Gaal?
I mean, that would be good, but it's not going to be enough. That can get them top 4, but you know, they can't do anything like win the title. I mean, look what Chelsea are. Chelsea are so much better than them. And yet Chelsea,
like,
Chelsea are
can't
not
compare
close
these
to
guys to Chelsea. No, you can't. No. See, I'm not talking about title. No, let's talk. No, United title. No, for forget that. That's for Don Smoke and Liverpool and Conte to do their thing. I'm talking about, can they even make top 4? Is top 4 realistic if Martial can say what's okay? Eric, hold it right there. So you say top 4.
Yeah.
So let's say they make top 4. What's the 4?
Okay, so it's going to be tough
because Eric, keep in mind that Tottenham have done very good business. Tottenham have done very good business, and they beat City twice.
Sorry about it. They can make top 5. They can't make top 4. No way. They can make top 5. They can finish above Arsenal. That's that's something.
Who's the 4, Eric? Top 4.
Yeah, top 4 is going to be the same as last season. I don't think United can get top 4.
Very wide, Eric. I see why you're back.
It's going to be whatever order you want to put it. I don't know, but top 4 will be the same as last season, 100%. Arsenal are not getting top 4. I don't know why they're.
Forget those guys, man.
It's crazy. So for anyone to suggest that, like, you have to be trying to be funny. You can't be serious, because that's crazy. I don't care how good their window has been. Yes, they've made some good signings, but they have a long way to go, man. This is not. It's not just. Well, let's see what their signings do on the pitch.
So that's why I say, guys have to, because it's preseason. It doesn't matter how good you do at preseason. It's preseason. Guys are not taking it seriously. Guys are not fully fit. Guys don't have full concentration. What happens is, let's now talk about when the season truly starts. And my thing is that Ten Hag is a good coach. He's a good coach, but let's be realistic. All because you've done well in Eredivisie doesn't mean that you're not going to do well when you now come to the Premier League, which is a whole other ball of wax. So my thing is, I'm already looking at the adaptation period of what he's now going to do in a totally different league that has greater demands of you than I. Come on, you're freaking Ajax in the Eredivisie. You're expected to win, But Premier League probably is one of the most competitive leagues. You're competing with Pep, with Tuchel, with Conte, with Klopp. These are guys you're competing with, man. Smoke, talk to me now. United, man.
Bro, the reality is, those bums, what they'll do is they'll embarrass the city of Manchester again. That's the best. We don't expect much from them. I don't think they'll be as bad as last season, right? Because last season they were very inconsistent. Like, I think they'll have good patches, but it'll be difficult because, as Eric said, like, Chelsea's better than them, but Chelsea was like 19 or 17 points behind us. That just shows you that the gap, bro, you're fighting, bro. It's not even. It's like you're going into a war without weapons, and you're not going into your fists, but you're a good fighter, right? But you're still gonna die because bullets will kill you. So the thing is, I think for Ten Hag, it's difficult because the thing with philosophy merchants is you need players who can adapt very soon and they can play it.
Yeah.
Else it's gonna be like Pep's first season, bro. We got thumped 5-0 like by Leicester, and this was with a much better team than what Ten Hag is going into it. And And I don't think Ten Hag is a better coach than Pep. So that just tells you that it's actually going to be worse. And I
Oh,
feel
no,
shame for the
because
United fans.
and that is my big fear. My big fear is he is very much a philosophy matters of a very distinct way of playing. That's all well and good, but you have the players. Pep Guardiola can afford to be a philosophy matrix because you will always have amazing players. You cannot afford to be a philosophy matrix when you don't have the pickings of all the players that you want specifically. You have to have more wiggle room.
Yeah, so now, hey man, I feel shame for United fans who, and it's every season we see it every season. They're almost like Arsenal fans. Oh, we're gonna cook this season, especially with Rashford, bro. Martial, I feel as if I feel shame for Martial because the talent was there, but the thing is, I think it's a seventh season whereby he's a hot young prospect who's ready to be unleashed. Seven seasons in a row, right? Like we've heard this song for 7 seasons, right?
Oh
Man,
no
it's
no
sad.
no
Like
no! This is his breakthrough season. This is his breakthrough season.
it's always,
This is where he pops off.
and
Is
Rashford is only getting worse.
I've got a question. Where's Ralph? Sir Ralph, is he still there?
Austria is Austria's coach.
Austria.
Oh,
Oh no!
so
That never happened. Oh no! That was
they didn't.
scrapped. That was scrapped. Yeah,
Okay,
that was scrapped.
just checking. Just checking. Yeah, I mean, if Ten Hag is gonna do anything like what Ragni was trying to do, then it's gonna be a lot of growing pains, man. It's gonna take a long time. They have to do a whole overhaul of this. I mean, they needed to do that anyway, but they need to just replace everybody in the squad. And by the way, can I just mention, if Ten Hag truly believes that Maguire is going to be one of the main players for what he's trying to do, I don't know.
Tells
I
you
don't know
everything.
what.
No, for me, that was a stupid move, man. When you asked about, is this Krug the Marine captain? Just shut your mouth and just be like, look, I'm new, I'm assessing things. Let's go. The smart thing to do is start afresh. Don't try and be clever and be like, oh no, I'm going to be the guy to turn this through. Just start afresh and just give it to De Gea. Give the captain's band to De Gea. Start afresh, start nice and clean. And I hate when managers do that. We're like, oh, well, because you think he will fail and so bad, let me be the one to really go through. And you can see he definitely wants to be a guy to stamp his authority. Cool. Now, can you do what Pep did, where Pep can come in and be successful straight through? Let's be real. Ricardo, talk to me.
HH, is Phil Jones still there? Is Phil Jones still there?
I think so.
That should be their captain.
He's been there for a long time, so.
With Ten Hag, man, like, don't get me wrong, United have done very good in this preseason. But then again, it's just preseason. Their transfer window is very weird because they should have gotten Frankie de Jong by now if they were a serious club, but they haven't. I will say though, they got Lisandro Martinez, who in my opinion is a very good player, very good center back. I know his size can be deceptive, but he's actually a very good center back. So I'll actually give him a lot of credit for that. That is very good. With Ten Hag, man, like, I'm skeptical about him. Not because he was at the Eredivisie and then he obviously he was with the best team in that league, but it's more so the fact that he's buying every player that he has managed and pretty much just trying to get the entire Ajax team to Manchester United. Like, I think that kind of speaks on, is he flexible with the personnel he has? If things don't work out this season, is it not on him, or is it on the players? Like, oh, these aren't the guys that I want, or these are the guys that I need in order to be successful? Because it seems like the only guys he's trying to sign are guys that he's literally just coached last year, and Anthony is another name that's being linked to them. So, I mean, I think that's something to look at, because they're not, obviously, realistically speaking, they're not going to get everybody that they got and that he had at Ajax. Like, he wanted Jurriën Timber as well. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the guy's a little suspect in my opinion. In terms of what he can accomplish this season, man, we're gonna have to see, and we're gonna have to see everything that goes around with Goat Naldo, because the last thing I want to see is that they play well here, and then they go to the actual season, and then they slot Goat Naldo in, and then it's not as fluid, and then my goat takes the blame, and then preseason tax, but gotta be careful, man.
This is the whole danger. Cristiano has decided not to be part of preseason. So we don't
Exactly.
know what he now looks like in this whole Ten Hag way with these guys playing here. So that is something to be aware of because that's the whole point of preseason. So, Christian, if you reach a point where you don't find a team, and now you're now with the team right now, Ten Hag now has to now shove you in here when he's not seeing you in training. He's not seeing you in games. He's not seeing you in action. So if you just pop right in when the season starts, he'll be like, because honestly speaking, I'm like, bro, I can't play you. Like, if Ten Hag is to be real and Cristiano just rocks up with the start of the season, sorry, hold the freaking bench. Because these guys have played well through preseason, they've shown a chemistry, and I want to now carry this into the season. I can't just undo all this good preseason work and just put you in here when I've not seen you train. I've not seen you in any of my games. I've not seen how you've now worked. So if you're now going to come in and expect, you said I want to leave. You've taken extended leave and so forth. You've not been part of preseason. So you want to now come, expect to start? No, hold the freaking bench.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he wants to leave anyway, right? So I don't know what's going
But
to.
Eric, I'm saying that what if he doesn't
So-
leave and he
yeah.
doesn't find in the club? Should he expect to start? I say no.
He,
So
he
you
will
could have a
He will,
situation
yeah,
where like
he will.
you legitimately are holding the bench because you were not part of preseason.
No, but would you take him at Chelsea?
Ronaldo. I think that would
But
be a great
HH,
sign. That would be a great sign.
the
in my
reality
opinion.
is Ronaldo is bigger than Ten Hag. That's the reality. So as long as Ronaldo is there,
Also
he
done.
starts.
So he's still bigger. Even after saying that I want to leave, I don't want to be part of this stuff. See, but is he bigger than Man United?
No, I'm saying this will be the test of Ten Hag's authority. Is he able to? Because you see, when Pep came in, he told Joe Hart, "You're not good enough to play for me," and this is like a legend for City. He told him straight, like, bro,
Get the
what
fuck
I've
out.
seen, and what I expect, you're not good enough. So does Ten Hag have that? Those are Mourinho characters, right? Does he have that authority to be like, yes, I know you got Ronaldo, but because you weren't part of the preseason, I'm gonna find a way to let me find a way to integrate you back into the team. Does he have the balls to do that? That will be the test. And the thing is, if he fails, then I don't see it working because it will be a repeat of the previous managers.
Because I know that's a very good point. Because I truly believe that if it's a situation where Cristiano doesn't find a club and he now comes to the start of the season, he has to be benched. And if Häagen-Dazs doesn't bench him and just puts him into the freaking team, then that for me shows problems are amiss with how this team is structured with the dressing room. So no. It's going to be very key how he handles that. And if I was a hazard against man, let's be real. Does he really bench? Do you think he has the balls to bench Cristiano?
Nah.
I think he caves in. Nah, I think he caves in. He caves in, man. And let's see what Chris is saying.
Yeah.
So sorry, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to add one last thing. The fact that he said, these positive things about him, it means that if it doesn't work out, and let's be real, it not working out is nothing to do with the team. If Ronaldo doesn't get a certain number of goals, Ten Hag will be blamed for it, and Ronaldo will be even more adamant that he wants to leave. So it's not looking good for Ten Hag the way he set things up so far, but we'll see what happens.
Shout out to BVB Dortmund Hub. CR7 wants to complete dud while avenging Bayern. CR7 isn't going to Dortmund. That's not happening. He's not wearing that yellow and black. It's hell no. Alps. HH is so salty today. The look, we'll talk about the route. Don't worry, we'll talk about the route. That's the next. We'll talk about the route. Casey, Man U finish above Chelsea. Much better attack. Casey, you're smoking crack. You're smoking crack. That's not happening, bro. That ain't happening. Andres Rosa, Häagen-Dazs got to the UCL with Ajax bomb. He's the next move. You're smoking crack again. Those guys were talented. Shout out to what they did against Real and Juventus, but that was a classic cataclysmic bottle job against Tottenham. So, Alps, City, Spurs, Liverpool, Arsenal. Go get your money, streets. Arsenal, get the hell out of here, man.
I like how they snuck Arsenal in there.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. No, Casey. Tukele Ban is a cup manager. Crap in league format. Casey, you damn filthy, stinking hater. Eric, if Todd B gets him his targets, Let's now talk. Casey, relax and let the season unfold. And Casey, you said trophies. An FA Cup and a UCL is still a trophy. So Casey, how about you just shush your mouth and let's
Did
have the
you win
season
the FA
unfold?
Cup?
Huh? What?
Did,
Casey?
did Tuchel
Huh? I can't. What? What's that? Casey, Pep can pack a bus, not a philosophy merchant. Pep is a philosophy merchant. Get the hell out of here. He only has one way of playing and only has a plan A. Talk to me. Shout out to Barry, man. Shout out to Barry, man. Big up the panel and the streets, man. Big up Barry, man. P.S. HH, Chelsea ain't got that sauce. The ski is gone. The rye is gone. The ooze stayed. Lower your expectations, bro. Barry, that's a perfect segue. That's a perfect segue. Because Barry, I'm going to come back to that. That's a perfect segue into our final topic, man. Because Barry, I've got a few things to say, man. I've got a few things to say right now. Let's talk about Paul. Let's talk about Paul. So I watched Barca against Inter Miami and so forth.
Thank you for watching, by the way. Thank you for watching.
Okay. I feel away. I feel away. And Barry, I'll be real with you. You know, I don't think it's about Paul. It's not about Paul. It's about the individual. You can't tell me Barca have more pull than Chelsea when Chelsea just won.
Oh my god!
Can I land, please, Ricardo? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
You're crashing it.
You can't tell me, Eric. Listen, Eric. Just listen to me. Forget these two guys. Eric, you listen to me. Eric,
he had to turn off his cam for this bullshit.
You can't have more pull than Chelsea when we just won the UCL recently. The fact that we won the UCL more recently already puts us in a very strong position. So Barca getting Raphinha wasn't about Paul. It was about Raphinha being Brazilian. So because he's Brazilian, he has a closer affinity to Barca. Footballing wise, of course, Chelsea makes much more sense. Because which team is most likely to win the UCL, Chelsea or Barca? Chelsea. Because Chelsea are in a much stronger position to win that trophy than Barca are. Because who is a better manager to play for, Tuchel or Xavi? It's Tuchel, who has actually more trophies and much more experience than Xavi. So the Barca thing was just about him being Brazilian. That's it. It was merely about him being Brazilian. So, but I'll be real with you. Barca look all right. Now, I don't know whether there's MLS tax because my God in heaven, Inter Miami are garbage. I go watch the goal that Depay scored. I've never seen a defender look more stupid or more brainless than what Depay did to that defender. It was like, because for me, I say like, these guys can't be, these guys are semi-pros.
HH, you know David Beckham and Phil Neville's son played, right?
I know.
Wait. HH, right?
Yes, sir.
I watched the first half, right? And now and to be honest, right? I like Casey in that midfield, right? I think with Casey there against the Frank, they don't overrun that midfield as they did because Busquets was alone, right? I see it similar to Casey is more like, you see how Bernardo protects Rodri when you play against teams in transition. Casey can be that guy because he has the legs. Yeah. It's just more of a box to box. If you saw him, he got up and down.
The guy was damn good. He was one of Milan's best players.
And it's been a while since, because the thing is this: if you can't keep possession 70% of the game, you need people with legs to cover ground, right? When they had Xavi and Iniesta, they didn't need any box-to-box guys because they always had the ball. By the time the opponents have the ball, they're already tired. Whereas without that, they needed someone with legs. Hence, they tried Yo Vidal, they tried Poli, they tried to get someone with physical presence who cannot. And Kessie is looking good, man. And I've always rated him since he was at Milan. And with Raphinha there, yesterday you saw there's an edge. And that guy is clinical, bro. We've seen it in the PL. So it's and he has a technical ability to play in La Liga. Because in La Liga, you need technique.
No, but let's be real. Is Raphinha going to really be all that? Is he really going to be all that?
Let's not be hypocrites. Not so long ago, you were talking about the Ra on the right, with the Oos on the left, with the Oos on the left. But now I feel as if Barca's the team that attack line that played in the first half was actually better than the second. And you saw it. I feel as if the Depay stifles your attack. I don't know. That guy's a brick. Let's be honest.
He
I don't
is,
know.
man.
No,
He
no, no, no,
holds
no.
That
up
guy's a
play
brick.
way too
See,
much.
I'll be real with you. I know it's Inter Miami. I know it's MLS. Those guys are horrible. But I'm just looking at just the general idea of the team. If you can keep Ansu Fati fit and you put Lewandowski in there,
HH, did you
that
see
team
the
looks
assist
that team
between
looks
him and
scary.
Raphinha? How Raphinha put that HH.
To Ansu Fati.
That front three was
So,
fluid. No. HH, no cap.
No, the best part is that
Eric, man. Eric, why Eric?
Aubameyang's a brick. So you put Lewandowski there.
HH. Like the thing is, let's
Don,
be
all I
honest.
wanted was a Brazilian. Don, all I wanted was a
HH.
Brazilian.
We have
Don, all I
Jorginho.
wanted was a Brazilian, man.
We
Eric,
already
all I
have a
wanted was a
Brazilian.
freaking Brazilian. Just
There's
one,
a-
just one,
there's a
just one,
Charlton.
just
Why don't you
one,
get
man.
His name is
You've gotten
J5.
Richarlison. That's your Brazilian for you.
Eric. Wait, where's my Eric? Eric, what? Eric, what? Wait, Eric. No, guys. Where's my? Hold up, Eric. Don't. Oh, no.
Damn bloody fool.
Who? Jorginho.
Yeah, he's born in
Eric,
Brazil.
I said an actual proper Brazilian.
Yeah,
Offensively,
he's-
because I respect Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, I respect him. Don't talk to me about all that bum ass piece of crap clown and so forth. Who
No,
bro,
HH, come on.
no.
You're too harsh on Jorginho, man.
Forget that guy. I said he's a clown. He's a clown. And Eric, I wanted a freaking Brazilian. Eric, I wanted a guy to be excited about. I wanted a guy who I can't wait to see what he does. I can't wait to see what he does next week and so forth. A guy that can help excite me. Yes, guys, I want him to fail at Barcelona. Ricardo, I want him to fail.
Why?
Ricardo, I want him to fail.
Barring injuries, HH.
And the reason
Barring
why I want him to fail is that is the only fair thing that can happen. Because we were so close, Eric, we were so close to getting a marquee signing, a true marquee signing. Eric,
Marquee.
I know Sterling is cool. I like him. And I think Sterling will do good. I want a signing that can be like, that can bring a smile to my face. Someone that can bring
Don't
football,
worry, Sterling will bring a
that
smile.
HH,
You will
I've
see
got a
it,
question
you'll
for
see
you.
it,
I've
you'll
got
see
a
it.
question for you. I'm confused. Like, don't you guys talk to players first before you start negotiating with clubs? Like, I don't get you guys. You first go talk to the club, and then the players like,
Yeah,
why?
look,
What's
sometimes
going
you have
on?
to take a risk, man. Sometimes you have to just put your hearts in the whatever the phrase is. You know, you have to just try it, you know, and see if it works out. That's what we did.
I don't think Bram would appreciate what you guys are now doing, man.
Why not?
You guys are embarrassing him, man. When last
No way,
when
no.
Bram was there, did you go in for a player and you lose them because you couldn't agree personal terms? That guy was gonna.
I mean, yeah, I mean, recently we can't talk about recent signings, man. We've been very bad recently. In general, maybe not, but based on our recent signings, we're doing good right now. We're doing very good. You know, the last summer we had, the last summer window, the two good players we signed were Chilwell and Thiago Silva and Mendy. Maybe three good players. Everybody else was
And
like,
Werner.
eh.
Ricardo.
Didn't you guys sign
Yeah.
Werner?
Yeah.
Ricardo, talk to me. Raphinha, let's give me real. Raphinha, he no Neymar. He no Romario. He's not Ronaldo. He's not Dino. So Ricardo, why the excitement, man? Wow, because he scored against Inter Miami.
You know what?
He put a little chip ball into Ansu Fati. So you're not happy because he did that against. Let's see what he does against Real Madrid. Let's see what he does against Volcano, Getafe, Cadiz.
Yeah, you know what I really appreciate from not only Chelsea fans but Arsenal fans. You guys on Twitter did all the compilations, all the gassing up, everything.
I
Just
didn't.
for no, your fan base did.
I did.
No. Ricardo, talk to me.
So when we signed them,
Ricardo, I'm not a monolith. Talk to me. I didn't do that. Now
so
what?
when we signed them, we didn't have to do anything. It was already there for us to use. Look, man, the guy yesterday, he was great. I mean, it's only Inter Miami, so who really cares, right? But
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the other players as well. Raphinha looked good, looked very good. Ansu Fati looked good too. Aubameyang still a brick, but whatever, we'll let it slide. Kessie was very, very good. I'm so happy we got him. I was very, very impressed with him. Pedri, nice as usual. Pedri was cooking, man. And that Nico Gonzalez, man. Busquets might have to take a seat, and Frankie Ding Dong has to go out.
No, Eric, no,
The
Ricardo,
young
shut
will
up.
be
Wait,
centre
shut
back
up. See,
next
Eric,
season.
no, Ricardo, shut up. I'm fed up. Eric, you know what I really want? Let's have these guys in the UCL. What I want is a Ricardo, shut up. I'm speaking fluent UCL. Speaking fluent UCL. Shut up. Eric, you know what I want? I want these guys in the UCL. Like, give me like a quarter. Give me like
We'll beat the living daylights out of
Eric,
these guys.
man. I want to, and Eric, I want to do it with their full team, with Raphinha.
What if the Ras?
No, Eric, you know what I want? Eric, what I want? I want this guy in the words of Ricardo to drop a Hattie. I want him to drop a Hattie at Camp Nou.
He can't even score.
Hattie of
I want him
misses.
to drop a Hattie at Camp Nou. Ricardo, no.
Hattie
Guys,
of misses,
listen. Please, football gods, I need a Chelsea Barca quarter, and I want Sterling to drop.
Okay,
No,
I need to
because you're gonna. I want you on that stream. Ricardo, I want you on that stream. I need
me ask you a question,
Casey, you break. Casey, you break. I need you on that stream when Sterling drops a Hattie at Camp Nou.
Actually, let me ask you a question, right? What if you get them, then the Ra and Kounde scores the winning goals? What then?
Smoke. Football doesn't work like that.
Kounde's gonna pocket Sterling, and he's gonna drop a hat.
It doesn't. Football doesn't work like that.
No, Sterling will drop a head of misses. HH.
That's guaranteed too. No,
Look,
for that Chelsea game, we need a front line of Raphinha on the left,
but let me be
in
real
the
with you.
middle, and the Us on the right.
It will no, Eric. Let me be real with you. Eric, as a Chelsea fan, let me be real with you, man. It will be very painful if Raphinha actually pops off for Barca. I'll feel away.
I mean, what does popping off mean, though?
Eric.
He'll help them get past the,
I think
the
he'll be
group
mid.
stages.
I think he'll be mid. I think he'll do okay, but not
such
great.
a hater.
I think he'll do
No,
okay.
it's
He'll be
true.
better than Sterling.
I
HH.
think
Better
no.
than Sterling.
Look, he'll do okay.
Bro, this
Ricardo,
bald fraud in
Ricardo,
the top left corner
Ricardo,
was
he ain't
working.
Ricardo,
like
this guy
crazy.
ain't going to be. He ain't no Neymar. He ain't.
That's
He
fine.
ain't no
That's
Neymar.
fine. Not everybody can be Neymar. Not even Vinicius
but
is
what I'm
Neymar.
saying is that you're gonna have an okay dude. Okay, he ain't gonna shine. He ain't gonna shine.
Okay,
things.
okay. At Barcelona is great at Chelsea. I'm just saying.
No, don't you dare pull that crap. But what I'm saying is
I
that
think the standards are different for Barca right now.
yeah, thank you. What I'm saying is that if this guy is like,
Bro, your best talent
fantastic.
is a right back. Your best
I'll
talent
feel
is a right back. Let's be serious, man. Come
so
on.
no, Ricardo. Honestly speaking, what do you expect Raphinha to be? Honestly speaking, no BS. What? Mid.
Mid? No, I think he's gonna be a good player. Like, what are you about to say? He's gonna be horrendous when he's not horrendous. Like, look what he's
Will
doing
he
for a
help
garbage.
you?
Look what he was
he'll
doing
help
for a
you get
garbage
past
team at Leeds and still making the Brazilian national team. Like, bro, that's not an easy thing to do. especially when
Okay,
no
so
one's looking at you.
what's going to happen in the Champions League for Barca? Where will they get to?
They'll beat Chelsea.
Yeah, they'll be Chelsea for sure. Chelsea is like garbage. Like, let's be honest. Koulibaly
The
came to
round-
the Camp Nou,
Look,
and the guy was scared of the lights. Like, we
look
saw
at these clowns. So hold up. So streets, you bum-ass morons. So I said, how will Raphinha do at Barca? 6% said he'll flop. 10% say no idea. 29% say mid. And 56% of you dumbass idiots say he'll do great. Do you know, I will laugh when Ifali comes and, like, let's be real. I'm no salt, just being real. He'll do okay. He'll do all right, but he won't be amazing.
You're such a hater. I bet you
Wait,
if he was
Ricardo,
at
how's that hating?
I bet you if he was at Chelsea, you'll be twerking that he's the second coming of Ronaldinho.
Remember what I said when? Anyway, look, I already had my reservations about this guy. So
No, Ricardo. I mean, because I had songs, man.
Hey,
I had
forget this
songs,
dude,
bro.
man. Look, we have
Eric,
the real
Eric, I had 3 good tracks. I had 3 quality tracks,
look,
man, for that.
nah.
guy.
You have to make songs for Sterling now, HH.
Done.
Come on, Sterling, really?
Done.
Sterling
Watch your
post
mouth.
Leon.
Okay,
What are
let's
you
watch.
expecting? What are you
Oh,
expecting from Sterling? What are you expecting from
I'm
Sterling?
looking forward to. Can I go? Yeah,
Eric,
so
Eric,
Sterling,
talk over this guy, man. Talk over this.
Sterling's gonna get double digits. Okay, he's gonna get double digits goals and assists. Not in all comes in the league. That's what I believe. I don't know how many goals. Yeah. I don't know how many goals, but I think he'll get at least 10 assists and he'll get at least 10 goals. That's what I think.
Maybe over 2 seasons.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Done. Who's better, Raphinha or Vinny Jr.?
Vinicius, obviously, right now. Man.
I feel as if we'll have to wait. We'll see this season. Because
Done. As of right now, who's better, Vinny Jr. or
it's
Raphinha?
Vinny because I'm saying he plays for a bigger club, right? So let's see him at Barca. I think it's easy. It's easier to see the season. Then we can be definite. Oh, they're in the same league. playing for two big rivals, so there is no debate. We will see at the end of the season who's better when the Clasico. But it's harder when you play for a smaller team and you are shining and you can make the national team. So it's sad when you, as a football guy, have to put your hopes in Sterling. That's all I can say.
We're not putting. You need to relax, man. Look, we're building a team. Okay, Sterling is just one part. He's just a cog. So don't worry about Chelsea. We're fine. We're doing all right.
He's your best attacker,
hold
bro.
on,
You can't
Eric.
say.
Does Sterling excite you as a
Oh
Chelsea
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Sterling excites me a lot.
Yeah, the
No
bar
wonder
is
why you
low,
love
man.
Lukaku. It makes sense now. why
Can
you
Eric
love
please
Lukaku.
finish?
The bar
Eric,
is
so
low, man. The
why
bar is
does
low.
Ricardo shut up? Shut up. Shut your
You
mouth.
got the wrong rod, man. You got the wrong
Ricardo,
rod.
shut up. Shut up. Eric, why does Sterling excite you for what Chelsea could do?
Okay, so Sterling excites me because he has a lot of attributes that work in the Premier League. We've seen this many times before. Very fast, good dribbling. He can use both feet.
Dribbling.
He can cross the
Dribbling.
ball. Yeah,
Who?
he can cross the
Dribbling
ball.
what? It's hit and run, bro.
Good
That's
at
not
using
dribbling.
both feet for what? Missing the
It's not
net?
hit and run. Sterling doesn't hit and run. I
No,
don't know what
it's
you're
hit
talking
and
about.
run is not dribbling, bro.
Ricardo,
Don't
stop
stop hating, man. Sterling doesn't hit and I don't know what you're. Look, I get it. You're
Guys,
upset.
I'm gonna fight you. Like I don't know, because I don't know where you live, guys. I'm gonna start fighting.
You know
so
what the
right
best part is? I can read through the fakeness of excitement that you're putting for Raheem Sterling. I
are you
know deep
serious?
down you don't really want him.
No. You don't. If you've been if you listen to me, you know.
Eric, sell me on getting more excited for Sterling than Raphinha. Sell me on it. Go. Eric. Eric Blue. Unmute your mic right now. Eric Blue, unmute your mic right now. Don, come on. Don, walk with me here. Talk to me about Sterling's effectiveness.
Yeah,
over
look.
Raphinha.
Can I just talk
Sterling
about?
he has good runs. He makes good runs, right? But the issue is finishing and dribbling. Sterling can't dribble. Against a low block, Sterling is not effective because he can't dribble. He has good movements. You gotta give them.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
No. A team with a high line, Sterling is effective because he makes good runs. A low block team. Look all the games in the UCL. Pep doesn't play Sterling. He plays Mahrez.
Hold up. Wait. No. Hold on. Let's be real. So all because Raphinha looks good at Leeds, where it's good to look good when there's a bumps. How do you know he's going to do well in La Liga for Barcelona? Riddle me that.
No. I'm saying he can dribble, right? The thing is,
Sterling can dribble. What's this idea that Sterling can't dribble?
Wait, let me land. The thing is, I'm saying at Barca, Ferran can dribble. They only had Us, whereby Us was double marked, right? So let's say you have two outlets who can both dribble and they can beat a man. Then it becomes hard. Okay, who do we mark and who do we double up on? Against low blocks, you need dribblers, people with good movements and they can dribble too. And you saw it yesterday, the 1-2s with Pedri. Man, these guys were taking people out. I understand it's Inter Miami, but in La Liga, you're going to face the lower quality teams who play similar tactics where they park the bus, and you need people with good movements and dribble to take people out. So hence I said, your guys needed a dribbler, and you didn't get a dribbler. You got another pace merchant who's a better finisher than Werner.
Look, Don, you're a hater, man. You're salty. That's
Eric.
Bro, even when Sterling was
a
at
simple
City,
question.
bro.
Eric, I asked you,
you're salty.
sell me. Eric, I asked you a simple question. I said, sell me on Sterling over Raphinha.
Look,
Eric?
Is it weird that every time you ask him that question, it just cuts out?
It's internet break. Like
Eric, are you there? Eric, are you there?
I thought as much.
I'm telling you, man, you got the wrong raw, man. You got the wrong raw.
But it would be funny if he flops, though.
Can I just address this Sterling thing? Sorry, look.
Oh, your mic's a break.
People are.
Just talk. Just talk.
Okay, look, Sterling is he is a quality player. I believe in this guy. It seems like I'm overrating him or whatever, but I don't care. He's good. He can dribble. I don't know what Don Smoke is talking about. He can definitely dribble. He's a good player. He's going to help us a lot. He's not going to be the only player, that helps us. It's not going to be a one-man team situation. but Sterling is a very important signing, and especially because Tuchel really wanted him for what he wants to do. So that's a big deal for me. Let's just don't focus on Sterling is what I would say. People say a lot of things. There's a lot
for
of
me.
smoke, but
It's the team. See, and I think that's the key point that Eric made. Sterling's just one freaking piece. The real thing is Tuchel, and like, let's be real. Who do you have more faith in, Tuchel or Xavi? Let's be real. Raphinha,
Barca.
quality, amazing player. No. Who is the manager of Barcelona? Xavi. And who is the better
AJ.
manager, Xavi or Tuchel? Don, let me ask. No. Hold up. Let me ask you a key question right now. If Chelsea and Barca were to face each other in the UCL game, who wins?
Barca.
Thank you.
It's a difficult game. No. Barca wouldn't because of individual quality. The thing is, at the moment, I don't think Chelsea have individual quality or players who can really make a difference. Whereby right now with the new
Mouse.
acquisition,
Like,
Huh?
bro, look at your defense. Like, you have
I think James is your most effective player, HH. Chris James.
Yeah, and that's only if we attack through the right side. I mean the left side. Sorry.
what's wrong with our defense? Sorry, I think I missed
Bro, it's
something.
so like
Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Reece James, Chilwell. Now what?
Thiago
Now what?
Silva-
Ricardo, talk. No, Ricardo, talk. Hold up. Ricardo, talk to me. No. Let me. No. This guy's trying to slick. No, Ricardo.
Kimpembe.
No,
Can I
Ricardo.
talk?
Reece
Can I
James. No,
talk?
Ricardo.
Can I
Ricardo.
talk?
No. You
You're
can't.
not letting
Ricardo,
me
you can't
talk.
talk. You can. No, I said you can't talk. Reece James, Chilwell, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva. Now you can
Chilwell
talk.
has it.
And
Chilwell has an
Kimpembe.
ACL. They Chilwell get his ACL back.
Eric, look at this client. Eric, isn't Chilwell back?
I mean, I don't know. Look, maybe he hasn't been watching, man. Chilwell
There's
is
nothing
back,
to
so-
watch. They're so boring to watch.
Of course we are. That's what we're gonna destroy. Look, you better hope we don't get you guys in the.
No,
in the
I hope.
Champions
I
Eric,
League.
hope.
I would
hope.
love to
I
get
hope.
Barcelona, man.
Because
You
you,
know- I would
love
you
to get
guys,
Barcelona.
maybe you think this is.
Am I
It would be an
I'm
embarrassing
taking
team.
Tuchel over Xavi all day, every day. I'm taking
You
Tuchel
think
over
this is-
Xavi
That
all
would
day,
be
every day.
embarrassing.
Am I
I
supposed
hope
to
you
be
host.
impressed? Am I
You'll be
supposed
impressed.
to
No,
be
it's
impressed
fine.
by
Don't be
Mason Mount, a
impressed.
washed
Don't be
up
impressed.
Conte, a 39-year-old Thiago Silva, a past his prime Koulibaly? Is that what I'm supposed to be scared of?
No. Your backline is much better than ours, right?
Doesn't matter. We'll put 5 again
Oh, it doesn't
behind you
matter?
before you
Okay.
can even put 2. Like, you have no
Sure.
creativity.
Wait, okay. So no, Ricardo. So you're gonna put 5 against Reece James,
Yeah.
Chilwell, Koulibaly, and Thiago Silva.
Reece James, you guys act like he's like Cafu or something. Like, he's not even that, bro. The fact that Reece James is your best academy product, bro, I mean, that speaks for itself. Like, don't get me wrong, he's very good. I spoke very highly about Reece James.
Wait, hold
World
up.
class.
Wait, Wing. I love that AVI. Wing, send me that AVI by email. Please send me that
Oh my
on
God.
Twitter DM or send me via email. Please send me that. That's my new profile pic, man.
Look, Wing is a pessimist anyway. I don't even trust this guy.
No,
when
the guy,
Chelsea
no,
had-
but I like the guy's a clown, but I like that. That's AVI though.
Yeah.
That AVI though. Let me take some debates from the streets, man. Shout out to your boy Miguel Rabinez, man, Chelsea fan who speaks fluency. So, guys, I'm sorry, like I think Ricardo and Thingy. This I don't know the way you know because this is fluent CL. So I'm gonna help translate it in English for you guys. Which is more important for the future of the national team? Improving the domestic league or sending your youngsters to Europe? This is in context of MLS, but it's also a general question. I will always say sending youngsters to Europe. Premier in England, they always say that, oh no, how can the team improve if we don't have enough English guys coming through? That's crap. Tell your young players to go to Spain, go to Italy, go to Portugal, go to Holland. Because the issue is the Premier League is the Premier League is the most popular league in the world. And these managers are under extreme pressure. And they're under too much pressure to just start giving freebies to English guys because then in the next game you could be sacked. And this is how they feed their kids. So I'm not going to jeopardize feeding my kids by just giving English guys freebies. So rather than hoping that you just get freebies from these managers who are under massive pressure, go to Holland. Because if you go to Holland, you will get into those teams, but what you will learn in Holland and in Italy, Portugal are those technical fundamentals you won't learn in England. Because Holland's managers, Portuguese managers, they are just far better than England. I'm sorry, it's just being real. We just look at the best managers in the world. Most of them have come from Portugal, Holland, and Italy, not England. An English manager has never won the Premier League. These are facts. So the best thing for these youngsters is go abroad, specifically to a Holland, to a Portugal, or so forth, to improve your fundamentals, and that's what it will do. But you said, see, MLS. Now, I was watching ESPN FC. They said a lot of guys actually go to Germany. A lot of the American guys go to Germany. I think
Footballers are all-
Americans need to break in, so they need to go into Portugal, they need to go into an Italy, they need to go into these kinds of places. Because look, guys, I'll be real with you guys. That's Inter Miami. Those guys were horrendous, bro. They were horrible.
I would say it depends on the national team. I think if you're a well-established national team, focusing on improving your domestic league is far more important. But obviously, in the case of like United States, obviously sending their players to far better leagues is more of a necessity than improving the MLS, because the MLS, it has a ceiling and it's never going to reach like certain levels just by the nature of where the bigger clubs are and the money is at. So for the US, it's definitely domestic league, but for countries like Germany, like Spain, England, France, like it's obviously the higher your domestic league is, on general, your talent will be better.
Shout out to your boy Alps. Bro, I'm my head out. HH is all over the place today. Shout out, man. Shout out, Alps, man. Thank you, bro. Alps again says, Don Smoke is spitting. Pep rubbed off on him.
Shout out.
Boom.
Why is that?
Elsie, didn't Eric Zone say that teams will pop off? Nope, I don't believe so. I think that's false. Elsie, I was more impressed by Fati and his finishing. This is what I say, bro. I was just thinking, if Barca keep Ansu Fati fit, Barca are very dangerous. And I will still hold to this thing. If Ansu Fati was fit for those Euros, Spain make the final. I believe Spain would have beaten Italy if Ansu Fati was in that team. So, because I think Ansu Fati, I really rate that kid. It's just
But
interesting.
actually, what happened to this guy? It's like he's chilling. He started chilling with Dembele or something. Duro was forever injured.
The guy just made of glass, man. The guy just seems to be made of glass. It's crazy. Alps, Chelsea fans, pipe your little behinds down. You're nobodies. You're nothing. You're UCL winners. Y'all are forcing a rivalry with Barca when you don't have one with Arsenal, even though you did win the UCL more recently than us. Yeah, I mean, thanks for that, Alps, and so forth. But Alps, let's hope that your Lord and Savior Javi doesn't flop with all the amazing players he has, because based on all the targets he's had, because Barca have had the best summer, he best not flop and end up trophyless, man. Elsie, relax, Ricardo. Now the only target is the league, not the UCL. So Ricardo, are you guys looking for the UCL or just focusing on the league?
No, I think a more realistic expectation is to do the domestic double in the Champions League, because the amount of guys you give one manager who barely has any experience to assume he's going to do something in the Champions League would be pretty naive. And when you get so much players too, you can't expect everything to gel in the first season. So I think the league is a far better expectation than the Champions League.
Namdi Majidi, aren't Barca getting Alonso as well? Oh, please feel free. Please take him. Ricardo, please take that dude. I'm begging you, because I know that Azpilicueta depends on Kounde. So if Chelsea gets Kounde, Azpilicueta is going to go their way. Casey, Sterling needs a striker to shine like Aguero or Kane. Casey, relax. The night is young. Trust me. What Todd B is cooking. R. Kelly, oh gosh, help. I escaped jail and I'm in the... Okay, all right. Thank you for that. All right. Casey, I expect more from the US Fati than Brazilian ZH. Ooh! Shots fired. Dajo RF, man. Thank you for the Dajo. If Chelsea lose Kounde to Barca as well, I'm convinced that they have an agenda against Real Madrid. Dajo, we pray and we hope that doesn't happen. But again, our fingers are crossed. Dajo, our fingers are crossed. Alps, Casey, go support Norwich. You have no mentality. Guys, kids, what the hell does ISTG mean?
I swear to God.
These kids, man. Dajo, offer Slim Zad that is looking sharp plus Asensio for Kai. #business, #RJ to RM. I don't need Asensio. Slim Zad, yes. Give me Slim Zad, you can take Kai.
No chance, no way.
Eric,
No.
Slim Zad. Sharp,
No.
Slim.
Slim
Dajo,
Zad is
Dajo, I
old
say
Zad.
yes.
I'm
Dajo, I
assuming
say yes.
I'm assuming Ronaldo's gonna head back to training soon because his family is in Madrid right now. So I guess.
Wait, how do you know his family's in Madrid?
These Ronaldo fan accounts have a picture of his family. Well, like his baby mom and all his children are in Madrid. So,
or is it Atletico?
Well, it's definitely not to Real Madrid, but I'm saying Ronaldo's not in the picture. But I'm saying he has no excuse now to return to training.
Or
Oh,
Bilbao.
This family reasons.
Oh yeah, true. Talents FC. Where's the hangout for women's Euros? It's coming home. Yeah, it's coming soon. Don't worry. Talents FC is coming very soon. Very soon. Casey, watch Ferran Torres versus Koulibaly. As again, I would love a Barca Chelsea game. I would love it, man. And anybody that thinks that Barca with Javi, forget about who team, with Javi would beat a Tuchel team that is still building. That's my thing. We are still building. You're having a laugh. But for me, look, Ricardo, Ricardo, for your good, I hope Raphinha works out. For your good, because you've hyped him, you've talked about him. What's it called?
I didn't hype him. You hyped him more than I did.
You said he's like the new Neymar, the second coming of Dino. Okay, let's hope the second coming of Dino is going to do his thing. Because that's what you said. Ricardo, you called it the second coming of Dino.
No, that's what you were
called
twerking
it the
for.
second coming of Dino.
That's to say what you were twerking for.
Babe, we are getting another attacker. Stop being jealous. Guys, stop being jealous.
Of who? Who's the next attacker?
But Troy coming back from loan.
Guys, there's a reason why is that dude. So, babe, I said, babe, relax. The window closes on September. Relax. Your boy Ganzo. Yes, sir.
Where's Bakayoko and Batshuayi? They're still on your
Batshuayi is
roster.
still here. He's still in the squad.
So he is replacing Lukaku.
No.
I think Bakayoko's
We're in search for an attacker. Ganzo, embarrassing how Chelsea, Arsenal buy City's backup players just to fund them getting better players. United fan, but Premier League is City's biatch, Farmers League. Didn't Sterling win City 2 league titles?
He didn't win.
By being there,
won
wait, hold on. Wait, didn't he win you like 2 league titles?
Winners,
So
no, he won.
how is he? No. How is he a backup if he was one of your best players and one of the key reasons why he won titles? How is that? So didn't we actually take one of your best players?
Our best players. Which year are you living in, HH?
The way you control narratives, man.
He won you 2 trophies by being one of your main players, and if not for that, Bomas Aguero being offside, he would have scored. Let
me give it a different angle. What if it's City's master move to make sure you guys don't win the league? So we send him there.
Don, let me say this right now. Pray to the Lord that we don't win the league ahead of you. Because Don, if that happens, Don, if we win the league ahead of you with your player and Sterling and Werner, Don, bro, I'm gonna be so.
I'll be here personally to congratulate you myself. I might even come to England. I'll come to London.
Please don't let Chelsea get this, because you know what, we are trophy merchants. That we don't go more than 3 years without winning a trophy. So we've got like we've got like a addiction. We've got this thing. We've got trophyitis. We've got deep acute trophyitis.
That's Bram. That's the Bram talking. HH.
Huh?
That's the Bram.
Who?
It's Bram memories. HH.
Bram, he fed his blood into us. Shout out to your boy. I'm not going to say your name. HH. I walked in on. Okay. I think on that note, guys. I think on that note, you know what, guys? It's been swell. Shout out to your boy Don. Shout out to your boy Eric. Shout out to your boy Ricardo. We'll be back here on Friday. for our whole thing. And as you know, I'm going to say a different thing right now. I'm going to say this. I hope Raphinha does well, but at the end of the day, you can't win the Champions League legitimately without the away goal rule. Chelsea still remain the legitimate
CCL.
Chelsea still remain the legitimate UCL winners. Peace. I'll see you on Friday. Peace out.